Are we live? I think we might be live. Hey, how you doing? Good afternoon or morning, whatever your situation might be as you watch this glorious podcast. Wait a minute, that's way overused. I have light in the house now. I've wired my home with a sub panel right there. Three out of four lights still work. I'm not sure if that light ever worked to begin with, but hey, $40 would make that go right away as far as being a problem. And yeah, we got fairly adequate lighting in here. I haven't tested in the other circuits yet. I'm really just happy just to have light. I mean, like really good ambient light. That's a little bit better. It's a 100 amp circuit at the breaker, and there's 6 circuits of 20. Well, the TV is not more than 15. The computer's not more than 15. The printer's not more than 15. The air conditioner might be 10. So we're talking about, like, see, these are 10-watt bulbs, I believe. Can't be. Oh yeah, 10 watts. Yeah. Anyway, it's not more than a couple amps right there. So that's where are we at here? 10 amps for the lights, 10 amps for the other room, 5 amps for the TV is 25. Air conditioner is 35. Computer is 40, 45, and 10 for the heater, 50, and 10 for the microwave, 60. And another 10 for the speakers, the sound system. So I'm pushing 60 amps. I'm well within the safety limits and the wiring that I purchased is well, some of it was built for this house, um, and is it perfectly 100%? Yes, it is. It really is because I have a 100 amp wire built for distance, accounting for degradation of distance, and then another 5 amps for my foot heater, my foot massage thing here, and what else? Oh, and rice cooker, 15 amps. We're at 85. Little refrigerator is 90. So yeah, I got room for another little heater. But here's a plus. The air conditioner and the heater will never be on at the same time. So actually that cuts down on 15 amps either way. So that brings us back down to 90 to 75. And that accounts for having a TV on too. I was gonna go to the pawn shop and get a TV, but I have a screen right here, and it's quite adequate for a while. Is it nice as a big 100-inch screen? No. And if I'm going to spend any amount of money on the TV, I'm going to do like I do on anything. I'm going to buy the biggest, nicest, most expensive thing I can buy to have to buy it one time. And one time only. Buy the newest, most up to date, most technologically advanced thing to have to buy it one time and one time only. I'm not going to go out and buy a 50-inch screen TV right now and then like 6 months down the line. And so I would rather do without for about another 3 or 4 weeks without a bigger screen, because this screen is 20% compromised, but I can still see the rest of the screen. Now, is the screen? The screen's about this big. It's a little strange to see some things sometimes. Yes, but that's all much more motivational for me to go out there and get more money, baby. More money vending. Oh, wow. 3 days, baby. 3 days. $2,200 after I spent $1,000 on re-up on product and $500 on groceries and buy some cologne, and tomorrow I'm going to get some socks and underwear. I have dogs. They disappear. Motherfucker, you ain't never done that. Talking about you made more money than me than I've ever made. Dude, never, never in your life have you ever made anything approximating as much as I made. I would just play poor. After mom died, anytime I was there, guess who bought every bit of the groceries that you ate? And paid half the bills and took that out to eat out 2, sometimes 5 times a week. Ask about us up at the Westfield Pub. Crab cakes and beer. That was our usual thing, and I tipped like $10 every time. So it's not like they forget. Yeah. And then the other day, I was talking about what was the title of the video? The title was I don't even remember. Let me see if I can find it. I'll open up another window here. I wanted to expound on this subject here a little bit because I was thinking about it. Taking advantage and learning. And I said I was going to talk about it some more. So I ran across one of those guys that sells steaks out of an unplugged freezer with dry ice in the back of it. That sells steaks out of an unplugged freezer with dry ice in the back of it. Now, what these? It's a very clever ploy because I've met more than my fair share of these guys, and they're hucksters. They're confidence men. They're con men, confidence men. So what? The reason they don't get an inverter and then run a wire out to the back of their truck and plug it in and keep that freezer running is to make you think there's an emergency, and there's not. He's got enough dry ice in that compartment to keep that freezer meat good for days. So they want you to think that there's an emergency, and what they'll do is they'll go to the meat packing plant and they'll buy 4 or 5 cases of this product in a certain arrangement, and they'll go out there and they'll hang out at gas stations, and they've got it arranged so that they can flip a switch, and it makes it look like they're on empty. And they'll hang out at the gas pumps and say, "Hey, man, I'm kind of a bind here. I was on my way back to the shop for my route, and I had this extra case of steaks, and I'm low on gas money. And I was wondering if you could help me out and just buy this. I got like 2 or 3 cases left that I couldn't sell on my route, or the customer backed out at the last moment, some type of flimsy excuse, and I don't want it to go bad. I got this dry ice on here for emergency so that I don't lose my money. And then yeah, these steaks. Hold on, I'll go get one. And I didn't pay full price. I traded a box of ice cream for it. They cost me $24. Okay, I'm back. So this is how clever these charlatans are. Nice size box, right? Well, they're just like the people who sell you the stolen speakers. The stolen speakers, they're not stolen. They're just they want you to have the impression that they're stolen, so that you want to get them for that low price. Well, guess what? They're just speakers, and it doesn't include the head. It's got a picture of it. There's no promise that there's the head unit in there, just the speakers. But that's the impression you give. It's all about impression. Those speaker scam artists even go to the length of having custom boxes made for themselves. They do this thousands of times a year, and their own website for the fake company. There's no such fucking company. It's their own fucking company that they want you to make sure there's this perceived value for maybe 6 or 7 junk Chinese speakers that it looks like a fucking proper packaging, and it is. They get it made for them. They do this tens of thousands of times a year. It's a group. Same thing with this. They get this custom packaging made for them. Now see the size of this box? There's 5 of them, and they also have hold on. They also have fish. So it's all about perception. See the size of this box, and you get this right here, and 5 more, 5 more, and they say it costs $700 retail. And so you get this big stack of boxes inside of another big box like this big, and you're like, oh my god! And then you open each individual box. They see how that appears. It's because see how that extra flashing, that extra plastic flashing. Believe it or not, but that fools your mind, especially when there's a bunch of them in there. See, that looks like a box full of steaks. When in reality, it's not even that much of the box. All right, so you do that. See how that's a lot fuller? It's not. It's a fucking ripoff. So taking advantage is what I did. I gave that guy something that cost me $24 for what he would have charged $100 to the general public for. And I politely let him know that I'm not into your scam, but I do like to know what areas you work at because I sell ice cream. See this? Now the fish is a little bit better, but still, guess what? This is a $100 box, right? It's the number. It's the number of pieces. You think you're getting over? You're not. They want you to think that you're the one who's getting over when it's not. They make you feel that you're the one that the steak salesman is the one who's getting scammed, and it's not. And that's why I titled that video as like taking advantage. Well, I knew that he's going to come up to me, so I came up to him before he came to me. You know, I reasoned about this for Dad. $400 knife. I had this is the Benchmade. I had a Gerber for myself. I would have bought that a Gerber too, but I couldn't find any a Gerber dealer. And Benchmade is almost as good. I lost my. I bought two Gerber knives at this auto openers, and I bought it and I lost them in the truck stops. So yeah, that was the title of that video. Take advantage. I took advantage of a steak salesman, but I also got knowledge from him. He told me some towns that he thought that it would be good for me to work at because I take a dollar's worth of product, and the perceived value really is, or they wouldn't pay for it. But it's also an impulse item. I'm gonna put this stuff up because the steaks I'm gonna cook for the dogs because it's really stringy, tough meat. The fish, it's kind of okay. Oh, I might even just cook that for the dogs too. Because it cost me $24. Now the point being is, I am a little fat. Little tummy tuck. Another good 5, 10, 15 pound right there. 15, 25. Was getting into his confidence and knowing that he knows we deal in different substances and we're not a threat to each other. So, in other words, he knows where the towns are that have deep pockets and don't mind parting with it. Because I actually almost got involved in that business myself. I went there to one of these places, and this is even better than A1 and better than regular Worcestershire sauce. I discovered that by mistake the other day. One came to the house one day, and then I told him, like, I'm not really interested in buying anything, but I'm interested in becoming one of you. And I went to a seminar, and I really decided I couldn't. I don't have what it takes to be a grifter as far as emotions. I can't do that to people. I can't be a grifter. I know how. I know the mechanisms behind it. I know. How do you say? What is the word for this? Intellectually, how to be a grifter. Emotionally, I can't. I can't cut my emotions off like a fucking light switch and be cold hearted like that. It's just not. It's not my upbringing. So, however, I do know that they know where the money's at, where the towns, because they canvas areas. So they'll it's like cologne salesmen. They canvas areas, and if you get the area, if you get assigned the area that you're not and good for you, that's tough for you. You have to learn better. Like in the ice cream truck, I canvas areas. There's towns that I'll never go back to. But there's no money there. Well, you never know if you don't go, and that's part of being in business. It's a risky proposition. Um, now maybe I hit Shelby at the wrong time, and maybe another day in the future when I have a little bit more time to risk on the floor day for like Monday or Tuesday. Maybe I'll go there on Monday and Tuesday and see if it'll merit going there on a Saturday or Sunday, and I can gauge it by that. But yeah, now there's three towns southeast of Asheville that I've hit a few times, and one town is 7,000, the other town is 5,000, the other one is 2,500. But they're grouped so close together, they might as well be one town of 15,000. And for all intents and purposes, they really are one contiguous town. They just because they touch their downtowns are almost, well, I say within a half mile of each other. Then there's some residential, and I would say actually the edge to edge of each downtown is more like a quarter mile apart from each other. And I did fairly well there. I've been there more than once or twice. It's a little bit of a haul. Um, that's why I'd rather go to Asheville. Asheville got 105,000 people, and then that's got a couple little suburbs here and there. It's a little bit more of a sure thing, and I can hit many more parts of towns without having repeats. I can go 3 weeks without repeating any part of any even half of the town, and I like that. I like because what I do is it's a premium. And when I come to your door and you rush out, here in the ice cream truck, and not knowing that you're going to be family for you be shucking out 25, 30, $40. You're anticipating that, right? All you know is the ice cream truck. Um, Need a little bit of time for you to forget about the last time you got stung. And because it's a premium. Ice cream truck is a fucking premium. It's a special thing. And I have stuff you can't get at grocery stores. It's just for ice cream trucks. And then also, it's a convenience fee, just like your Yelp or DoorDash or whatnot. Even though you didn't call for me, when you hear the music, you're like, "Oh wow, I'm going to get some ice cream," and then you run outside and get some ice cream. Well, there's a premium for that. It's the convenience of walking out your front door and not having to spend 20 minutes to go to the store and back. And well, hell, almost any time of the day. Well, maybe that's where this belly came from. Let's put it that way, because I have way too much convenience to the ice cream myself, and it's all good. I have to know what the stuff tastes like, and so I can commiserate with my my customers, my consumers. I made $675 yesterday. My costs were 175. No, because I cruised up there. My fuel cost was $50, and my yeah, 175 was my nut for the day. Um, including my buyback, my money to put towards the next re-up. So what I made $400 cash in pocket, and I worked from 4 o'clock to 7:30. I just didn't feel like running over to the next neighborhood, and by the time I would have got there, it would have been 7:45, and then get myself set up in the right place, and then it would be at 8 o'clock, and then I want to be done. I want to be done by 8:15, 8:30. There's no reason to have started in another neighborhood and got. So I'm over here, and the people who are over here, well, they're going to want it too. I sets up a false expectation, and then they like, oh man, I heard the ice cream truck, but I didn't get it. So that puts a negative uh, um, response, and I don't like doing that. So I cut close. I cut it close at 7:30, which is all in all dollars per hour, $114 per hour in my pocket after expenses. I'm not even getting count vehicle insurance because that's like, my insurance is like $45 a month. That's like not even a dollar 25. Hardly worth fucking mentioning. Cell phone, I would need that too. Um, I own this place, so there's no rent or anything. Now, electricity, that's a little bit harder to nail down. My electric bill this last month was $120 with just the house lights and AC and computer, hot water heater for washing my ass and washing dishes, occasional use of lights in there. I've got an outdoor light that comes on at dark. And it stays on all night until daybreak. So there's 10 hours of that. It's a 40-watt bulb. I got a 40-watt bulb in the bathroom that stays on 24/7. And yeah, and then my two freezers in the truck. So I would think that being that the freezers in the truck are 7 amps, and they're only on when I'm at home, and I'm usually gone 10 hours a day. So I'm only paying for 10 hours at about 600 watts. For every 2 hours, it's cost me 14 cents. That means it's about $32 a month to power my freezer. So it's just, again, minimal. It's a dollar a day to keep, basically about a dollar a day to keep the ice cream. So hardly even worth mentioning as far as the cost. So if you're really going to take, cell phone as that being a cost, there's another $1.50. No. Oh no. My cell phone costs and tablet costs are $2.50, so it's $8. So there's $10 a day for a cell phone. And then lights, no, cell phone lights is $12. Insurance $12. All that's like $12. My fuel nuts for the day is 60, so it's 72 say $75. So it's $75 just to leave the house and go to the actual and make it back. Plus the generator cost is in that $75. Just get in the truck, roll the dice, $75. Which is why I didn't go to Asheville today. It's I'm gonna check on that right now. I mean, it's a little late to even go right now, even if I wanted to. Let it rain here, you know. It's a big cloud mass. That's why I'm coming up from here all the way to Asheville, from Cherokee to there. Frederico, you cold? You cold, buddy? Let me cut this heater on for you. Oh yeah, it's all over. It's all over fucking Asheville. This fucking huge spot of It's all the way down from Greenville, all the way up into Virginia, and all the way over to Shelby. Fuck, it's all the way down to Birmingham, Alabama, all the way up into Virginia. That's a fucking huge storm, and it's light blue over by Shelby and dark green and yellowish towards Asheville, and that's showing at 5:30. And this other massive. And let's see what the weather forecast says. Changes every day. It's showing rain for tomorrow and yeah, for today and tomorrow. Well, today is Wednesday, but I don't think it's right about tomorrow. I think that storm will be clear by then. Where's that weather? We are, because that storm front was at Birmingham earlier today about 8 a.m. Now that storm front is up in Virginia. That's the good 400 miles. 800. That's 400. That's over 8 hours. It's a good 40 miles per hour. Chances that it'll be gone by tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have another. I'm happy with anything over $300. That's $200 a day. And I'm anticipating 25 more days of ice cream traffic. And then well, I could extend it. I could go to Atlanta. I could drive 2.5 hours to go to Atlanta, and I know certain neighbors down there where I could fucking do gangbusters. I could do 1,500. Matter of fact, you know what? I think I'll just start doing going down there tomorrow. I'll drive 2.5 hours to Atlanta, starting tomorrow. And there are places I can go down there and make $1,500 a day. So, let's look at Atlanta. Let's see what Atlanta, Lanna. Oh yeah, the storm's already passed there, so I'll go down there tomorrow. Not have to worry about it up here. Plus, it's more affluent. I can stop by my restaurant supply warehouse and shoot the shit with the people that Yeah, I might just go down there and get my taco stuff tomorrow. Who knows? I'm just gonna see how I feel in the morning. See the generators with me, see if they want to do a little horse trading. I mean, well, I got my shrimp platter. Whoa! Oh wow! I almost dropped my wallet in the foot soaking. So I don't think I'll eat this whole platter, but I don't want to cook right now. It is my day off. God forced me to have this day off. I've been working way too much lately. Two pounds of shrimp. Get off here. I don't want to be rude. Later.